I'm Anne Emery. You're watching Data Viz on the Go, the series where you learn data time savers inside everyday software like Excel. And today's time saver is a big one. We're going to learn about using Microsoft CoPilot with Dave Fortin. I met Dave last month at the Global Excel Summit in London. We stayed in touch since then. And 45 minutes ago, I messaged him on LinkedIn and I was like, hey, would you want to be on my YouTube channel and teach people about 3 things that they should know about Copilot? And he was like, yeah, sure. How about now? So we chatted on Zoom, we recorded our conversation, and I am so happy to share those tips with you. Here's Dave. Dave, I feel like I heard about Copilot in fall 2024, but I know it became publicly available back in 2023. I feel like I'm just now learning about Copilot for the first time and what it can do. But you know all about it. You are the expert in Copilot for Excel. So tell us more about Copilot.
Yeah, so thank you for having me first of all, and I think you're not alone in that. Like lots of people I see, like they receive a message from corporate and like, hey, Copilot is the approved solution for the whole business, and enjoy. And then it's like here's a car and enjoy when you're 13 years old, right? So that's an issue that I see in the market. But yeah, as you said, like. It's been out since November 2023 for everyone in the business field. So if you have a Microsoft 365 business license, but before that, it was minimum 300 licenses, which is like $30 a month. So I'm an accountant, chartered professional accountant. So if my calculations are right, it's 9,000 per month. So if you have only need like 20 license, then that's the issue, right? But if you're familiar with ChatGPT, well, it's very similar. And I think the best thing I can do is actually show you instead of explaining. I love the show, don't tell. I always say that in my YouTube videos. So without further ado, let's dive deep into it. So you can probably see my screen right now, right? And I am right now on Copilot. But first, I want to show you how to get there because it can be actually hard to get there. So I'll go in incognito mode here just to show you something. I go to copilot.microsoft.com. And if your Copilot looks like this one right here that you see on the screen, you are at the wrong place, okay? This is Copilot for individuals, and the user interface looks completely different versus the business one, okay? So this one that you see here is very similar to ChatGPT, so an artificial intelligence chatbot. I won't get too technical here. I'll get deep into Copilot. So if you're watching this right now, you are at the wrong place. If you go to copilot.microsoft.com, it should look like this that I see on the screen, what you see on the screen. And there's also an application, as you can see here at the bottom, it looks exactly the same. So you can download an app just like you will download Excel as an app versus Excel online, right? So let me go back to copilot.microsoft.com. That's what I use normally. And even if you don't pay for the tool, first thing first, you will see what you see right now, and you don't need to pay. If you pay for the tool, if you have a license, you're going to see those 2 tabs at the top, okay? And super simple, if you pay, these 2 tabs appear. And if you pay, you have the work tab, which means this is like a mini Google internally, right? So I can ask Copilot the following. Okay, let me zoom a little bit. I'm going to say, can you find every spreadsheet document in my SharePoint or OneDrive that contains the word sales, right? So Copilot is actually going to do a mini Google search internally. And as you can see, all these documents that have cells into it are popping up. So if I can click on this one, it's just going to open this Excel document that is complete fake data, by the way. So no worries of confidentiality here, but that's actually what you get when you pay for Copilot. And the second thing that you get is actually the button in Excel, PowerPoint, Word, OneNote. So you can click here. It's going to pop the chatbot at the right, and you can ask questions. We'll get back at it later. I'll show it later into this in PowerPoint. And I know I'm talking a lot right now. If you have any question, if it doesn't make sense to you, let me know. Okay, so that's the basics of Copilot. So if you go to copilot.microsoft.com, you will have this chatbot right here. Since I will want to change topic here, I will click on new chat, right? Because you don't want to actually ask the same question in the same conversation if it's not topic related, just like we're discussing right now. If I randomly start talking about the wedding of my mom 3 years ago, you will be a bit confused. That's the same thing with the chatbot. It's like you would talk to a human, right? So I'm just going to click on new chat here. I get a lot of questions on security as well. I will advise you to ask to your IT department. But when you mouse over on this green shield here, you have the enterprise data protection that applies. You can click on that. It's going to tell you lots of information. In other words, Copilot is safe. But please, 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 again, I don't want to be responsible for all your data leaks and everything. Okay. So let's do this first example here. Let's say I will want to draft an email to Anne. Okay. So I will just ask. I will say, help me draft an email to Anne K. Emery. She is a wonderful teacher in the Excel space, and I want to thank her so much for having me on this beautiful podcast ish. Okay, so here we go. It goes so fast, right? I'm just going to scroll up a little bit just so you guys can follow. So I even did a typo. As you can see, help me draft because I typed too fast, but it doesn't matter, right? Copilot understood. And as you can see, it drafted that like really, really quick, right? And again, it's not perfect, but it's a great first draft. And what I like to say to people is please add context to your prompt. And because when you ask a question to the chatbot, it's called a prompt. It's a brand new word for a lot of people, but you should add more context. This prompt that you see here is not very specific, right? So I will ask the chatbot something else. I will say, can you also add to the email that I remember that Anne has a Instagram with her kids and she posts a lot of photos of them. What a lovely family. Okay. And then Copilot will just add this to my email. Your expertise and passion for teaching Excel are truly inspiring. And then, especially your kids, so it's really important to add context to your prompt. It's just like any conversation. If you give more details, more context, it's just going to get better results. When you ask this employee, hey, can you do this? And you did it quick and didn't get the expected result, is the same thing. Okay. So first thing first, with Copilot, you can draft email. Okay. Something else I'm going to show you that is really cool. And what I'm showing you right now is the absolutely free. With the free version of Copilot, you can do that. To what I'm going to show you, I'm going to probably, you can add PDFs to Copilot and ask it to analyze the PDF. So I will say, I'm an accountant. I need to benchmark my coffee companies against this company that I attach the PDF here. And I'm going to go and add a PDF. I will click on add content here. And as you can see, it's linked in my Microsoft Graph. So all my Microsoft 365 environment. And if I go to files, I will probably be able to find a document. Do I have the Starbucks document? There you go. So I did a video lately on analyzing the financials of Starbucks. And as you can see, you can attach PDF. When you have the free version, I think the maximum size of the PDF is very small. It's like 1 MB or something. So, bear with me here. It's free, but at some point you need to pay if you want to unlock the features. And I will just put the Starbucks 2024 annual report. And I just said a very bad prompt here. I said I'm an accountant. I need to benchmark my coffee companies against this company. I attached the PDF here. Very French Canadian English here. And I will press send. And don't blink because it's probably going to give me a quick analysis of the PDF. And sometimes, here you go. And then it's just summarize the PDF. It's crazy, right? And it's gonna load. And what's cool with that, and what I'm showing in my latest video, is that everything that you tell to the chatbot is going to impact how it's going to answer you. If I was about to say I'm an accountant, or instead I will say I'm a CEO, or I'm a marketing specialist, then the chatbot will have gotten this context in the prompt and go search the information that it thinks it interests me. So marketing, it will give some stats on the marketing budget or something else. So that's really important. I have a whole video on the topic where I do a PDF comparison, PDF analysis, and all that kind of thing where you can actually compare and analyze PDF. And this PDF was, by the way, 100 pages long. It's not perfect. Sometimes it gets things wrong. Okay, so please make sure you double check, but pretty handy. Okay, so that was two things you can do with Copilot: the email and then the PDF analysis. And another thing I want to show you here, I have this document here in my OneDrive which is the Piggy Bank Studio. So my YouTube channel is called the Piggy Bank Accountant. And here is a document, that is kind of well formatted. You can see the title one here, the budget for pre-production. Again, all fake numbers. But it's like a pretty well structured document. It's a PDF once again, and it's only 2 pages long. Okay. And if you pay for Copilot, it unlocks Copilot in PowerPoint. Okay. And I just want to show you something here. I have it open. Here we go. I have a PowerPoint right here. So that's the paid version only. If you don't pay, you don't have access to that. And I will click on the Copilot button at the top. And I have pre-built prompt right here. And I can just, and this is the most favorite feature of people, Copilot and PowerPoint. It's not perfect again, but still pretty cool. I will click here on create a presentation from file. And I will just paste the link of the file I just showed you, the PDF that was the financials of my piggy bank studios or whatever. And it's going to take a few seconds here. And I think this feature is pretty cool every time I give live training, because that's what I do. See, it's sometimes it doesn't work. It looks like this file didn't load. Please check the link. I'm just going to try again, and it's probably gonna work. This is the era that we're in right now. AI sometimes just doesn't work. See, when you want to show it like that. But I do this a lot of time. I'm just gonna try it with another file, maybe with this very funny transcript here. And most of the time it works. Sometimes we are experimenting stuff like that. There you go. So this file right here was just another file, another PDF document. And it was basically a transcript that I made for a video. And look at this. It gave me like a outline from this file. And I will show the file actually after and show you the difference. And I will just click on generate slides here. It's going to load. And I love it to show you like this, and like there will not be editing and stuff. Like this is the truth with AI right now. Sometimes it doesn't work. I did this example maybe 20 times. It worked 19 times out of 20. This time didn't work. We're live. It's fine. It's the AI gods. It's all good. It happens. And see, like it's loading my presentation from my file. Again, you didn't see the file, but basically it was just a text file, and it's building it. There you go. And it's very, very generic. Like it's a solid first draft. Let's say it like that. But still, like today's meeting topic, marshmallow cannons, and it was in the document. I can maybe try and find the document for you guys.
Wait. Go back to the slide sorter view too. I want to see that one.
There you go.
One more time. Okay. I also teach you. I don't think you know about this about me, but I also teach presentation classes, and the divider slides, the black slides, is absolutely a best practice. I was worried it wouldn't do that, and it would just make a bunch of random slides that made no sense. But it's already organized and chunked, and they've added the PowerPoint sections, which I love behind the scenes. That helps me stay organized. Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool. And I can show you the original document. It was not maybe the best document. I have it here. But see, it was like a fake transcript between me and someone. And we can see the team morale boosting marshmallow. It was like all made up. But that's, introduction to marshmallow cannons. I don't even know this document. I just made a video about it. But like, it's actually reading what's in the document and translating it to slides. I will have loved to show you with the financial presentation, because it's actually taking the numbers out of it, and there's no like inconsistency mistakes possible. It takes the document. So that's the nicest feature PowerPoint right now. Excel is very strong as well, but I'll leave it there for now. But yes, so much to explore in Copilot. I made roughly maybe 75 videos about it since the 6 months. I trained 500 professionals about it. Everyone right now in the market don't know where to start. They're like, what I'm doing with this, the corporate is pushing licenses, and that's where I come in and help people and try to make them learn in a fun way, because that's what I try to do, make it fun. And yeah, I hope you guys have got some value out of that, especially you, Anne. I hope you learned some stuff. I don't know if you use it quite a bit, but yeah, here it is. Hope it was not too fast and you got some stuff out of it.
Usually I say, oh, AI, like blah. But this was the first time I've ever been excited about this.
Oh, really?
I'm not exaggerating. I loved this private mini lesson. That's going to be not private, and we'll share with other people. Okay, where you said you have 75 videos. Is that your YouTube channel, or is that inside a course? Tell us more about where people can learn more from you.
Yeah, thank you for asking. So, the truth is, I have many, many videos on my YouTube channel, absolutely free. If you want to go have a look, enjoy, filter by most watch, you're gonna get a lot of values out of it. And I also have a Copilot course. I call it Microsoft Copilot Essentials, which I think people love. Basically, it's lots of information, but most certainly a transformation. So I'm showing you everything I show to my clients, from snapping a picture of your notes and putting them into an Excel file, like all this crazy stuff that I show to my clients, and they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I put them in a course," and people love it. So yeah, Piggy Bank Accountant on YouTube, and all the links are there, and you will find the same energy that you saw in this video.
Thank you so much. We'll link to everything down below. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you so much for having me.